Imagine you're driving down the road, listening to your favorite song, when suddenly, out of nowhere, crash, your car slams into another vehicle. The first thing you think about is, am I covered? Without the right car insurance, the next steps can quickly become overwhelming. It's more than just a financial burden, it could be a serious setback. But with the right coverage, you can breathe a sigh of relief, knowing you're protected. This is where car insurance comes in, not just as a requirement, but as a lifeline that shields you from the unexpected. So, what exactly is car insurance? In the simplest terms, car insurance is a contract between you and an insurance company that helps cover the costs when things go wrong with your car. Whether it's an accident, theft, or damage from a natural disaster, your insurance steps in to help pay for repairs, medical bills, and even legal fees. Without it, you'd be left to deal with all those costs by yourself, which could quickly drain your savings. But with car insurance, you're not on your own. It's your safety net, ready to catch you when you fall. Car insurance isn't just about obeying the law, it's about protecting yourself from the high cost of unexpected events. You may be the best driver on the road, but accidents can happen to anyone. In fact, 1 in every 3 drivers in the US will be involved in an accident in their lifetime. With the right insurance, you'll be able to handle those situations without worrying about going broke. Whether it's fixing your car, covering medical expenses, or taking care of damages to others' property, insurance makes sure you're not left with the entire bill. It's a small price to pay for peace of mind. Now that you understand why car insurance is essential, let's dive deeper into what car insurance actually covers. There are several types of coverage, and each one offers a different kind of protection depending on your needs. First, let's talk about liability insurance. This is the most basic and essential type of coverage required by law in almost every state. Liability insurance covers the costs if you're responsible for an accident. There are 2 main parts to liability: bodily injury and property damage. Bodily injury liability helps cover medical bills for anyone injured in the accident, including passengers in the other vehicle. Property damage liability pays for the damage you caused to someone else's car or property, like a fence or building. If you're at fault in an accident, liability insurance helps protect you from expensive costs that could otherwise be a huge financial burden. Next, we have collision coverage. This type of insurance helps pay for repairs to your own vehicle if you're involved in an accident, regardless of who's at fault. So if you crash into another car or hit a tree, your insurance will cover the costs of fixing your car. Collision coverage is especially useful for people who drive newer or more expensive vehicles. It ensures that you won't have to pay out of pocket for major repairs or replacement if your car is totaled in an accident. It's a safety net for your vehicle, making sure that no matter what happens on the road, you won't be left with a huge repair bill. Then there's comprehensive coverage. While collision insurance covers accidents, comprehensive coverage goes a step further. It covers damages to your car that aren't caused by an accident. This includes things like theft, vandalism, hail damage, or even a tree falling on your car during a storm. Comprehensive coverage protects your car from a wide range of potential dangers, not just crashes. If you live in an area where weather conditions are unpredictable or where theft is common, this coverage can give you peace of mind knowing that your car is protected from more than just accidents. Together, these 3 coverages, liability, collision, and comprehensive, form the foundation of a solid car insurance policy. They ensure you're covered in various situations, whether it's a simple fender bender, a natural disaster, or a theft. But there are still other types of coverage that can give you even more protection. Let's explore those next. Now that we've covered the basics of liability, collision, and comprehensive coverage, let's talk about 2 more important types of coverage that can help you avoid financial headaches: uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage and personal injury protection, PIP. First, uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. Imagine this. You're involved in an accident and the other driver is at fault. But when it's time for them to pay, you find out they don't have any insurance, or their insurance doesn't cover enough of the damage. This is where uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage comes into play. It helps pay for your medical bills, car repairs, and other damages when the person who caused the accident doesn't have enough insurance to cover the costs. This type of coverage is especially important because, unfortunately, many drivers on the road don't have enough insurance, or any at all. By having this coverage, you're protecting yourself from the financial burden of someone else's lack of responsibility. Next, there's personal injury protection, PIP. This type of coverage is designed to cover medical costs for you and your passengers, no matter who's at fault in the accident. PIP goes beyond just covering medical bills. It can also help cover things like lost wages, funeral costs, and other out-of-pocket expenses that result from an accident. In some states, PIP is required by law, while in others, it's optional.